So, I just want to walk you through SEO for real estate brokers, and also for developers. We do a lot of this, but the thing is that you really pay attention to this, because most people think this is impossible, and they don't understand how this works. But if you're a real estate broker and you're looking to get exclusive listings, and you're looking for a way to, smoke all your competitors, whether you're residential, commercial, it doesn't matter. You're going after small deals. You're going after big deals. I don't care whether it's a $500,000 home or a $200 million commercial property. It doesn't matter. It's the same strategy. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you some pretty amazing things right here. And we're going to start out with this one right here. So we did this one last night. So we published this. You can see it went live 7 hours ago. Okay. Now I'm going to go over to an incognito window, and I'm going to show you from this side. So you can see what it looks like on an incognito window. In the incognito window it won't show what I've searched in the past. Okay. So we go over here. Now you can see that this is pretty darn competitive. This is really, really competitive. But let's go over and click the news tab. And you can look right here. Here's the press release. This is ranking #1. Imagine you get hired. You show an owner that you can do this for them, whether you're on the leasing side, you're on the sales side, commercial, residential, doesn't matter. You show them that you can do this for them. Blows away all your competing brokers to win the business. And we publish this. We get this live on Google News. Now, Google News is huge. It's one of the top news sites in the world. Okay, it's in the top 5. So you're getting picked up and syndicated by Google News. It's also picked up by Bing News. It's also picked up by Yahoo News. And what it does is it syndicates to thousands and thousands of websites and inboxes. So people will rewrite about this. This happens to be a pretty, hot topic. Westside Los Angeles commercial real estate. Now, I didn't do a search. I'm curious. I haven't searched this. Let me see what happens if I didn't search Westside Los Angeles, because that is a different market. And let's look over here, Westside Los Angeles. Okay, so we're not ranking over here yet, but we are right up here on Westside Los Angeles. So, okay. Now, we could go a little bit deeper and go year in review. And let's see what we come up over here. Okay, yeah, that's just, so if we add a couple words, so Los Angeles commercial real estate year in review, and you can see that it's popping up here on the first page of Google. Again, you could show a client that you got this kind of visibility. So it's a top story. This is a top story. This is such a big deal for, an individual broker to get this kind of visibility. So again, you can see it went live 8 hours ago. This did not take weeks. We did this yesterday. It's live today. This happens all the time. We do this all the time. We have a very, very unique way of doing this that anybody can learn how to do. It's just, it's just a process of learning how to do it, right? So we come over here. This is Digital Journal. And then we've got a link right here. Now, what I do, with a strategy like this is I try and get the image as close to the top of the page as possible. And so you've got your headline, you have your intro, right? You have your intro. That's, you got to provide that. Then you've got this paragraph right here. And what I try and do is I try and give the reader the link to the resource really, really quickly. And so I put a picture of Nina. So the idea here is like we're continuing to brand Nina as the top tenant rep broker on the west side of LA. She focuses primarily on 6 towns. Now, you can go down. Now, what I did here was I created a link right here, and this goes over. I think we did this. Okay, this goes out. Actually, this is interesting. What I did was I linked over to Nina's, not her main website, but her Google business profile website, because we want this to help her rank for her Google business profile as well. This is like an optimization. This is like a multi-tier optimization strategy, because I don't know if you know this, but this is a website. This is a free website that you can build within your Google business profile. This is a very, very big deal for getting the local optimization results. All right, so let's go back over here. Now, we're going to work on this one right here. Okay. And okay, here we go. Okay. Westside Los Angeles commercial real estate year-end review and strategic outlook. Now look at the content. Okay. And what we did was we broke down this content. I worked with Nina on this, and we broke this down into subcategories, a lot of bullet points, a lot of deep niche content, so that it gets, this will rank over time. It'll just get, you'll get more and more visibility, but you can see all the information that's right here. Okay, so I wanted to show you this one right here. So that's a pretty amazing one. Now let's go back over here, and let's go over here to, we're going to do this one right here, because this is another one we did. So we're going over to Dallas commercial real estate, and we're going to go over to the news tab, and you can see that this one right here, we did this one a couple days ago on this one was on Business Insider. And let me, this one is more specific. Let me just take a look here. So okay. So this one, downtown Dallas. So we went after downtown. Downtown Dallas is a very, very specific market. And what we're trying to do with this is we work with the owner of a couple properties. And what we're trying to do is we're trying to shine a positive light on the downtown part of Dallas, which is a very specific area. And so you can see that we got this ranking right here. Okay, same thing. 8 hours ago, we've got this ranking for Dallas, downtown Dallas real estate. Yeah, and you can see the other one. We did this one last week, which is, it was ranking higher last week. But anyway, this is a really good one too. So let me go back over here. Now, what we did was, here's the page, right? Same strategy, very niche specific, downtown Dallas. And again, these are big competitive markets. This works in every town in the country. I mean, you're going to get much, much better results in smaller towns and smaller areas. And, we want to go after what people are really searching for. Like, there might be people that are going to search for Dallas, but there are going to be people that are going to search specifically for downtown Dallas. And that's where the conversion comes from. It's all this niche, these niche markets. And then again, you can see what we did, same strategy, right? You've got our intro right here. We've got, the link right here. And what I did on this one here was I created this. We have a website called US Commercial Lending, which is a news site. And, which we've got a link right here to the news site. Here's me. Okay, so you can see I'm a real person. I'm Ed Winslow, by the way. I didn't introduce myself earlier, but this one right here, I think this one goes over to her. Yeah, it goes right over to her LinkedIn page. So we're linking to her LinkedIn page, okay? And, really what we're doing is we're building what's called a sales funnel. This is an online sales funnel. We just keep doing this over and over and over. And, if strategies like this, we've got clients that are just, we had a client that just got a $17 million listing because he showed an owner of a property, how he implements this strategy. Anyway, this is commercial lending. This is a site that we own. We actually wrote this article here for this particular owner. And it's about these two buildings, right? The Purse building and 1823. The Purse building is this building right here. It's an old historic building that is for sale for $12.5 million. And then 1823 Cadiz, which is a development site that's on the market for $8.4 million. And you can see the development site here. And you can see, again, what we did was we created individual links over to different pages. This one goes over to Marketers Media. This one right here goes over to The Real Deal. Okay, so this is how this works, right? The Real Deal wrote an article about her after we posted, an article about her. So that's really a big deal. So what happens with the media when you're getting this kind of media visibility is others see it, others write about it. So you start to get this like viral SEO result. Again, we create links to various sites. Like this one is not hers, but it's it's this sort of like a Wikipedia type of strategy, right? Which is you're providing information to the consumer that's valuable to their while they're reading through it, right? And Google and these AI models, they recognize this. They're looking at this and they're saying, okay, this is a great piece of content. This is an authority piece of content. And you can see how we create all our content. Now, in this one right here, there's a downtown Dallas. Okay, so what we did was, I forgot about this. We created a link to a Business Insider post that we did. And you can see same strategy, different links. And let's see, what else do we have? We have the purse building right here. And this goes over to LoopNet. It goes over to the LoopNet page. Again, if you're, this is a really, really great strategy to show an owner like that what you're doing to market their property. Okay, this is really great. It's linking over to the Dallas Farmers Market. This one right here, let's see where this one goes. Okay, it's linking over to, again, forgot about this. When this is linked over to their address, this is a Google business profile optimization strategy. So when you show an owner like what you're doing to, optimize their content. Now, the other thing we can do, and we do this a lot, is let me take you one more thing. I will go over here, and I'm going to go right over here to LinkedIn. Okay, and so anyway, so what we did was okay. So what we're doing, that's not the one I wanted to show you. This one right here. So what we do a lot is, this one right here, what I did was I took one of the media sites for Nina and I took a screenshot of it and I posted it on social media. So so we can apply it over on social media as well. So when you show this to a client and say, look at what we're doing for you, we're getting visibility in the media for what, for your property for sale, let's say. Now, this one is a little bit of a different strategy, but, there's a lot of different angles. Now, I forgot to mention, but you can see, so far, not a lot of views yet, but we've had a few people looking at it. We've got, we're starting to get some comments. This probably will grow during the day. Now, I wanted to show you one more that we did where it's equestrian estate sale. And this one here, this is pretty interesting. So equestrian estate sale. Now let me see if this. I'm going to take a look. Let's go over to the. It's ranking number 1 right there, and this was a property down in Virginia. But let me take a quick look here, and let's go over here, and let's look at. Okay, so on the incognito window, it shows a truer result. And let's go over here to Google News, and boom, there you go, right up there, number 1. So Business Insider, this probably will start to rank. Now you can see this went live 16 hours ago. So we just did this, I guess, yesterday. This one will start to get some traction, even more traction. But again, we've done this. We do this for Joe Serafin and, Serafin Real Estate. And so this is a property that they sold. Now, Serafin is getting business from this. He actually posted on LinkedIn yesterday that he picked up 2 more properties because of this strategy. People are contacting him. And so on this one, what I did was I created 2 links, a little different than the last one, but I created a link over to his page on his website and also to Grant Whitmore, who as well. So really, really great way to drive traffic. Okay. And here's some basic information. Important, the maps are important. Google Maps by default is going to show you like a real close-up. I like to move it before we create the maps. I like to move it out so that the reader can get a perspective. They can get some context. And what's neat about this is that it's really close to Washington, D.C. If we moved it in really close, you wouldn't be able to tell where it is, but this tells the story, right? Because we are big on storytelling, right? And you can see here's another link, right? So what we're doing is imagine you show this to a client that when you're marketing their property for sale. Just an amazing strategy. We've been doing this. This is a big way to make money, great money-making strategy. I wish I could go back into brokerage and apply what I figured out over the, numerous years to be able to put this together. But listen, it's an investment. You got to put money into this. But the return on the investment is so massive if you stick with it. If you focus on a tight market and you're building your business like a real professional, you're going to just get amazing results. And, if we want, let's go over and look at, let's go look at some of the things that are going on Joe Serafin's site. This strategy is bringing in a lot of this kind of business. Look at, medical office condos. Another, this is the Fox Lanes, land site. Here's another school building. Here's another school building. Here's an industrial building, another school building or a school property, industrial school building. So you can see, and all these, we're doing press releases to promote each one of these. And also the properties that he's got for sale. And again, you can do this too. Like, Joe started out, he's got a small firm. He started out with nothing, but he has built this over the years and he has applied the SEO strategies that we're talking about here to build an amazing business. I don't care, residential, commercial, but you can see everybody that's succeeding is really focused on a particular niche and geographic area. So that makes a big difference. So I know this was sort of a long video, but this is real estate broker SEO. Amazing quick results, great way to get exclusive listings. You start doing a strategy like this in your market and it's like the flywheel. It takes a little while to get it going, but once it gets going, you're going to be the one that's getting all the business. Other brokers are not going to be able to compete with this. There's no way that, even if they've got friends or family that are brokers, you can't compete with this, especially with the press release strategy. Nobody can compete with this. So anyway, click the link down below in the YouTube video here. We've got links over to our school group. If you want to join that, it's very inexpensive. And we also have a workbook, the exclusive listing pitch workbook. And I'm going to opt out of here, but the exclusive listing pitch workbook. I mean, it's got the whole thing. It's got the whole business model. It's got everything that you need to know about how to work with owners, how to overcome all the objections, how to build your own, almost like a franchise type business in your market, whether you're selling triple net lease deals, multifamily, luxury homes, development sites, it doesn't matter. So anyway, sort of a long video. I'm sorry about that, but go down below. If you're still hanging in there, click the link down below and come on over. We're going to show you how to make more money than you ever thought possible for your business.